Hi, folks, and welcome back to
Yes.
Planescape Torment.
What did you wish?
I wish to get out of here.
May my faith lend me strength.
We're trapped in a maze. Yes, scratch the fingernails. We can't get anything from this secret garden of hers, apparently. Leave that alone, and we're gonna get the hell out of here. Oh, okay, that's probably where we want to go, I think. Just plow through, we're gonna get away. Somehow. Your pathfinding is not the best. Yes. Get out of here. Space beneath... Oh, the shades are fighting the Tigrets. Interesting. Space beneath the Bramble Branch seems to show a large desert city surrounded by great walls. This must be the prison Ravel mentioned. Oh, okay. Well, seems like we found the way out of the maze in a nick of time. Fold your arms around like a cage and leap through the portal, just like Ravel said last episode. What?
Here. Dead I am.
Then Death's kingdom has sealed its gates to us both. Arise, crone.
Shh. Away with you. I'm dead, and no traffic with the living may I have.
I care little for how you die, but I warn you for the last time. Arise, or I shall slay you where you lie.
Seems like Ravel doesn't have a choice.
I had thought that dying at his hand would fulfill the requirements the past put forth.
You cannot have thought that one would have a chance. You were indulgent to let him think he was successful.
Powerful this incarnation is. And kill me he could have, but for a few tricks I possess. Fortunate was I.
Fortune abandoned you the moment I found you.
Who is
Has
this?
your life prepared you for what is to come, hag?
I am not afraid. Not of the likes of you, ragged thing. Weak Ravel may be, but a few tricks has Ravel learned over the years, and I have known you would come.
Transcendent one.
With anger.
This is quite an elemental battle.
No longer shall you trouble existence with your presence, witch.
Right. We're now and cursed. Well, we are cursed, but also in cursed. Right. Cursed guard and a cursed citizen. And level
I'm
ups
here.
to complete. Okay. I think we need to improve our trap detection skills. Okay, can have more of these. Right, we are, wow. Almost to 500,000 XP. Anna needs an upgrade. And, oh, Daikon is almost there. No one else, though. Well, we were powerful enough to defeat Ravel, and she was surprised at that. Scroll of Black Sphere. Yeah. Have you learned that? Black Sphere explodes and causes 4 points of damage plus 1 per level caster to all creatures. Okay, so it's a little area effect. Right, so. Well, we are greatly improved in our armor class with our intestines here. And furthermore, you may call upon this phylactery power to fully heal a target 3 times. Even when this ability is exhausted, the intestines will still remain. You have to confess, however, no matter what blessing these intestines bestow, they look pretty damn gross when worn as a bracelet. Well, we have others on in our pockets, so we have spares. If we end, then the rest, that'll certainly grow back inside of us. Okay, have a charisma bonus from that. We're at 18 now. So, we could potentially not even need this. Have something else. We regenerate hit points fast enough to lead the line. In fact, yeah.
Yes?
Let's make it so they're in the back there. Right. It's stuck to a cursed guard. Is he one of the cursed's finest? He looks a little bored. What do you want? Don't you know there's a lockdown? What can you tell me about this place? We're under lockdown right now because of the plague. Don't know what's causing it, but we're quarantining sections of the town until we find out. Who's in charge? Burger? He's in administration, not building. Good luck getting to him, though. We don't see anyone these days. His mind's definitely going places. Someplace else. We're looking for a diva. We are? Then you're looking at the wrong end of the Great Ring, Burke, because even if there were one here, you'd not be finding it. It'd be locked away like a miser's gold.
Don't you trust anyone here, you got me?
Gotcha, Anna. Wasn't planning to.
Done.
person turns to you, scowling as you interrupt them. Okay. This tiny booth used to be covered with papers announcing events, wanted posters, and other public notices. Now there's a sign reading, "Quarantine in effect."
Chief, you watch your back here, okay? This place is filled with backstabbers.
Okay, cannot trust anyone. Let's explore the city a bit. What's a Trika? What? Just an animal? Okay. Oh, okay. I'll take that.
Don't you trust anyone here, you got me?
Dump caretaker. The dump. This tunnel slopes sharply beneath the surface of the city. I don't think we want to go there. You see a scruffy old man who reeks of garbage. He seems somehow more vital than most of the people of this town. More vibrant, as if he didn't quite belong here. He looks up at you as you approach, and straightens his back. Come to see Kaise? Heard stories of wisdom and righteousness, examples to be set and lived by. Who are you? I am Kaise, caretakers of the town's refuse. I tend to their garbage, once in metaphor, and in metaphor I've seen a fair number of souls float this way as well. I am the voice that urges them to goodness, and I fear they ignore me. Yeah, sure. And this place is the town's refuse. I watch over it to hunt the vermin who pick through it. I keep it from spilling into the city, and in turn, they bring me more. What can you tell me of Cursed? It's just a town that is on the brink of disaster. All manner of evil is being done here, and nothing is as it seems. All is hidden beneath a veneer of civility, but the venom scars those who breathe it in. This is a poisonous town, filled with poisonous people. What about this dump? He leans forward conspiratorially. Are you a guardsman, perchance? I have a secret entrance into the underground here. A secret place almost no one knows. There is a way into the Undercity, but I never used it. Should I go down? I foresee that I could never return. The way down is slippery, and the rubble would collapse behind me. When I'm ready to die, I shall slide down there and let the monsters feast on my bones. Yeah, thought so. Not a good idea to go down.
Updated my journal.
Not a good idea to go down. Entrance to the underground, good chance to never be able to return the way I came. Yeah. Only go down there when we're good and ready to leave. I'm not sure if it's right now, but... yeah. A lot of animals around. Roberta. See a well-dressed, middle-aged woman. She has a scowl on her face and appears to be looking for someone. Greetings. She stops and stares at you for a moment before answering. Who are you and what do you want of me? Yeah, I'm a Don. Good day to you, Cutter. I'm Roberta. Well met, Lady Roberta. I believe you have some questions. Yes. You seem upset. Something I miss? She frowns. Yes, my husband, Carl Parfidor, is not where he told me he would be. This is not the first time he has lied to me about his whereabouts, and I'm beginning to think he's another woman. A harlot. What makes you think that? He was quite a ladies' man before we wed, especially among that type of woman. I've heard rumors. Find the rumors to be true, then I have a surprise for him. Surprise? Yes, she lifts her skirt, exposing her inner thigh. You see a sheathed dagger strapped to her leg. She draws the blade and gives you a wicked smile. I think finding this protruding from his back would constitute a surprise. Do you not agree? Attempt to kill him?
Updated my journal.
Her smile slowly fades. Finally, she sighs and sheathes her blade. I would if I could, but no, I'm being a fool. Carl and I are no longer intimate. I could never get close enough to deliver such a blow. Only one of his women could. What about divas? I heard that rumor as well. Unfortunately, I am unable to help you. I don't know the whereabouts of such a creature. You should inquire the administrator's office in the Town Square. Okay. What is happening in this place? I have heard that a young woman disappeared. Daughter of some barkeep. I know nothing of the details. Right. Who's in charge? Tovis Giljaff. Giljaff? Giljaff? He can be found at the administration office in the Town Square. Can you tell me something about Tovis? He can be a rather intense individual. I know little about him other than the fact that he has Githzerai and a wizard. Ah, both interesting. I must be going. Farewell. Githzerai wizard is the town...
Chief, you watch your back here, okay? This place is filled with backstabbers.
Yeah. Can we get to that? The guards are beating the guy up. Where'd you hide it, Jensen? Are they looking for the ring I just took? Probably. Lover's band. Rings such as these are usually used to signify one's undying love for another. Yeah. Yep. Can you identify this? Yes! Okay. You already have one, so we can't wear that. He can wear anything. He already has... he's rarely targeted, because he's always in the back line, so...
A ring without a proposal? How improper.
Ho 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 ho. Fall from grace. Has anyone seen Carl Parfador? Not me. Quarantine in effect. Right. Guards. That goes to inner cursed. These people leave a lot of money just lying around.
Don't you trust anyone here, you got me?
Yeah, I gotcha. So. Oh, really? Yeah, I'm gonna have only one. Okay. Adder's Tears. Gives the user the ability to spit forth bolts of acidic green. Can you use that? Seemed like the thing you should do. Heals 3 points, increases regeneration. Maybe we should have those. Who doesn't have... Needle and thread. Alright. What do you have to say about this place? Do you know anything?
Yes?
Yes, when we were in Ravel's maze. Ravel or Ravel said you were tormented. Fall from Grace is silent, her gaze becoming distant. When she turns back to you, her eyes a strange shade of azure, a shade that speaks of sadness and tears. Ravel sees much with her bright battle eyes, some things which are hidden to others' eyes, even things about her own natures. She shakes her head slowly. Sometimes pain makes itself known. I have learned it is a difficult thing to turn on one's nature. You're going to be all right? She smiles. She meets your gaze. Yes, you are kind to ask. Pain still makes itself known, but I came to terms with my nature many centuries ago. She stops before you can continue. I thank you for asking about my well-being. Your concern is not unwelcome. Can I read your diary? Please. Still no. Can
How
you,
may I help?
do you have any healing left? No. We need to rest.
Aye. What is it you want then?
I want you to know that when I kissed Ravel in this maze... I don't be coming and judging at that wash. If you want to lock lips with a fiend, kissing that head was probably the safest thing you could have done. Now stop rattling your bone box. I do not want to hear anything or word about it. Okay. She said you were tormented. She meant nothing, she did. Barmy hack talk it was. Are you sure? It was nothing. They're not know what she was saying, I don't either. Well, if you want to talk about it. I don't know why I'm traveling with you. I don't know whether you went to find Ravel. She frowns, but she seems more confused than angry. It makes no sense. It does, and I do not like it. So she's compelled to. I think I have feelings for you. It feels strange, it does. I don't think I've ever liked anyone. But you... Anna gives a half-hearted shrug of meeting your gaze. I don't know what it is about you. I mean, you're daft a lot of times, and you walk like your hips are broken. You're clumsy, you smell like a zombie, but I like you. Why didn't you say something? It's because I think you're doomed. Anna suddenly meets your gaze. I think you walk with chains, but I don't know it yet. So I feel for you, but I'm afraid for you. That's killing me. Give her a kiss. Grab her neck with your free hand, and you watch Anna's features go to stone as you pull her to you and kiss her on the lips. At first, it's like kissing a wall, then she starts slowly kissing you back. Hesitant at first, then with more confidence, her teeth lightly biting your upper lip, you hear her snarl in the back of her throat, and her tail starts snaking around your leg, then squeezing, each squeeze matching one of your bites. Won't you two cut it out before I get a Davis over here to separate the two of you? As you kiss, you suddenly notice that Anna's skin is becoming warm, radiating heat like hot coals. Anna's teeth giving one last bite, she looks at you in confusion, then anger. What is it then? Am I not good at it? No, it's your skin. You're getting warm. I? Fiend blood it is. Never had that happen before, though. No one's ever kissed you before? No one ever dared to. And even if they did, I doubt it would have been like that. Right. Take that as a compliment, then. Anna glances around, and her tail is flicking erratically. Are we going to keep moving on now, or what? We don't have time to be standing and chatting, you know. Yeah. That's something.
What
okay.
is your will?
Dakon turns to you. These are things I would know. Dakon, Ravel called you a slave. What did she mean? She knows nothing. Dakon's blade ripples, and you watch as the edges became great and dulled. His face clenches and he speaks through his teeth. It is not my will to speak of this. I want to speak of it. In fact, Ravel said a number of things in the conversation which interested me. Know that it is your will. Know that your will is my will. When you speak, know I must hear you. Know that your words may stay my blade or guide it to the throat of another. But why? Dakon seems to look through you. Your path is my path. I am chained to you. My slave? At the word slave, Dakon's face collapses in pain as if he was struck. As if the word was a dagger stabbing at the core of his suffering. But why, Dakon? No, it is a long tale, and know that nothing is gained in telling. I would hear it.
Updated my journal.
People do not allow themselves to be enslaved to another, indeed of chains. If we find ourselves in such a cage, we act to free ourselves, even if it means we must endure another cage for a time. You performed a great service for me. In so doing, you enslaved me. I acted to free myself. Know that I surrender my word and myself to act in your name until your death. But I can't die. That was not known to this one. I surrendered my word to him. I surrendered myself. Know that there is now nothing left that I might surrender except my life. Know now that I follow you only so that I might die. It doesn't have to be like that. I can release you, no? Consider that debt paid. No. Dakon's forehead creases in pain, and his eyes stare through you. It is not your word that carries the weight, and your word will not free me. The word that chains me is mine. The torment is mine. I know in my heart that the chains remain. Words will not free them. How can you be freed? Only with my death, then. You must die a final death. Yet our path is not death's path. There is no resolution to this matter. I will find one.
Updated my journal.
Dakon's voice becomes ragged, as if he has suddenly become sick. No, you have added other words to my words. His expression is pained, and his gaze meets yours. Now you have changed us both. Well, we'll see about that. What was the other me like?
Updated my journal.
Know that he was different. Know that the differences were not marked on the skin, nor in the way of the weapon, nor in the attire that cloaked him. Know that he was different in the way of thought and the means he acted upon his thoughts. His will became substance. Know that he saw others and did not see them. He knew only they could serve him. His heart was treacherous, and it was cold, and never did its coldness burn him. Did he betray you? Dakon's blade begins bleeding into a dull, flat black, and you watch as edges like teeth begin sprouting from the edge of the blade. His face clenches, and he speaks through his teeth. It is not my will. You know of this. Tell me, Dakon, did he ever betray you? Know that there are many treacheries. Any treachery upon me was by my hand, no other. What was the treachery? I surrendered my word to him. I surrendered myself. So he tricked him into surrendering himself to us. Interesting.
Hey, what's eating you, Chief?
Morte. You said you're a Mimir, right? Yeah, Mimir's a floating encyclopedia. You put information in it, you get information about it. Yeah. Aren't Mimirs made of silvery metal? So, maybe some are, some aren't. I'm not. There are stranger things on the plains than that, Chief. Yeah. You're not a Mimir. What are you? What's with the interrogation? What do you know about Mimirs anyway? I know enough to think that you're lying to me. First, that bit about the missing line from my bag saying not to trust you, then this. What am I supposed to think? Okay, I'm not a Mimir, but I know a lot of stuff, so I might as well be one. What are you then? I'm a floating skull who knows a lot. What about that Baatorian smell you have? What would you know about what Bator smells like? Unless... Hey, you've been talking about me with that Tanari, haven't you? What does she know? Says Morte. Well, she obviously touched on something. There is a Batorian smell, right? Well, yeah, but... Well, yeah, so I smell a little. Excuse me. Why do you smell like Bator? I was in the hells for a while. Kind of a long while. That stench kind of grows on you. What in the hells? What are you doing in hell? See, well, there's this pillar on Avernus, the first layer of Bator. It's called the Pillar of Skulls. It's more like the Pillar of Heads. To hear some basher tell it, it's supposedly made of the heads of birds, mostly sages and scholars, who use their knowing of this and knowing of that when they were alive to stretch the truth a little. So much they might have hurt or killed someone by doing it. Well, when I died, I ended up there. Funny, huh? No, not really. Yeah, you're right. It's not funny at all. You see, I think I knew a lot of things when I was alive, and maybe when I did not know something, I didn't always tell the truth about it. I'm thinking that when I bent the truth once or twice, I may have led to someone getting penned in the dead book sooner than it should have. It was me, wasn't it? Yeah. I can't say how I know it, Chief, but I think so. I think you were the one that got me sent there. The last twig in the bundle before the whole load snaps. Thing is, I can't remember what happened. I don't even remember being human. Or what my life was even before, I woke up on the pillar. Why did you forget? That's pretty much the way of things when you die, as I'm sure you're no stranger to. You just forget. I figure I wasn't a sterling member of the community when I was alive, but hells, who is? It's just that I can't help it. Nothing's worse than being honest all the time. Well, being sentenced to the hell seems a whole lot worse than telling the truth, but what do I know? Yeah, you're right, again. Marte clicks his teeth the way he does to remind you of someone drumming their fingers. I guess just all that good and evil and lying and cheating catches up with you. And when I got pen of the dead book, it was my turn to play the ferryman. How did you escape the pillar?
Updated my journal.
Well, you helped me, Chief. When you showed up at the Pillar of Skulls, I pushed my way to the front. My obvious know-how and charm attracted your attention. You knew that I was the head that knew the most, so I cut a deal with you. What deal? As Morty speaks, your vision seems to bleed into fiery red, and you hear a howling. Horrible screaming tower of voices, chittering, screeching, hammering, all of them begging. Screaming to be freed, and Morty's voice, faint, almost lost in the horde. He sounds desperate, frightened, and pathetically, tragically lost. You, Skull, speak. The howling voices fall silent, and you watch the tiny, red-lined skull. Its ichor has streamed across its features. Its cracked features, cast in the hellish light, turn its eyes up at you. Blood and ichor has streamed across its features, and its teeth chatter as if cold. I can help you. I know what you seek, all these heads, all their knowing. Just, please, I beg you, free me. Let me help you. I'll tell you anything. Everything. Will you? Swear it, Skull. Swear you will serve me until my end days, or here you will remain. I swear, just please free me, says Morty. You watch as Morty sickeningly swallows his pride almost as a tangible thing. I beg you, let me help you, please. Very well, I shall free you. Your vision slides as if you are moving, and the howling, screaming cacophony begins again. Nightmarish horde of howls and catcalls and taunts and insults. The feel of your hand sliding into the filthy quagmire of the pillar. Biting of fangs, mandibles, and your hands are locking around the tiny skull and ripping, tearing it from the pillar like an old scab. It is done. You look down at the bloody skull in your scarred hands, its eyes covered in ichor from the pillar, and its teeth chatter. Once, twice. It reminds you of a wailing newborn. Helpless, and in the eyes of the man you once were, pathetic. I have freed you, now your life, and Your death is mine. Morte. Death. Your vision swirls, the mists of the past drifting away, and Morte is still chattering on. We talked for a while. Chief, you and me, seeing whether the arrangement would work, and I think we were both really impressed with each other. So you invited me off the pillar, and I've kind of been with you ever since. Yeah, kind of as a version of events. What happened then? Well, I didn't know I'd lose most of the pillar's knowledge once I was out of it. I mean, how was I to know? I'd never been off the damn thing. But you were pretty understanding about it. You lost all the knowledge you said you had. Your vision swirls again, making you dizzy, and you feel your gut churn. You hear the cracking, snapping of bone, and Morty's howls, howling in pain, screaming for someone to stop killing him in your hand, lashing out again and again. Ha! Damn you, Skull, you lied to me. I'll thrust you back in that damnable pillar and leave you to die there. There is the clatter of bone against what sounds like metal. A floor or a wall, and the skittering of teeth knocked free. You can hear Morte meowling like a beaten dog for you to know that your suffering on the pillar will be nothing to the torment I will make you suffer. Your vision swirls, and Morte's cries ebb, fading into the chattering rhythm. So you realize that I still have my uses. So I took up with you, and I've been with you ever since. Yeah, right. Your version is, nicer. Morte, what did I want from the pillar, and how long ago was it that I freed you? Morte thinks for a moment. Well, as for how long, I don't know the exact count, Chief. Ages, I suppose. I've done all I could to help you each time, but... Morte sighs. It's not easy. As for what you wanted at the pillar, I don't know. Once you pried me off, I couldn't remember. Why didn't you say something when you were at the mortuary? Morte suddenly becomes defensive. Because I never know who you're going to be. Some of your incarnations have been stark raving mad. One time you awoke obsessed with the idea that I was your skull, and chased me around the spire, trying to shatter and devour me. Luckily, you were crushed by a passing cart in the street. Another, good and lawful, you tried to thrust me back into the pillar because it was where I belonged. Morty smirks. That's why. Besides, no harm's ever come of you not knowing. So you've been with me all this time. Well, yeah, Chief. I say I would. Morty always keeps his promises. Well, most of them. This one shit on Arborea who, yeah, suddenly you realize that Morty's tone has changed past the joke. You realize he's trying to hide something. Something about why he's with you. Yeah, he tells dirty jokes and, yeah. Morte, why are you traveling with me? Chief, I said. It's because I promised, all right. What else could it be? No. You didn't need to stick around after I freed you. Well, of course not, Chief, but I... And suddenly his tone of voice strikes a chord in you. And you know why he's remained with you all this time. You feel guilty because you led me to my death so long ago. Isn't it? And you've been suffering. You have been tormented ever since. Oh, come on, Chief. Me? Feel guilty? I'm Morte. No. That is it. When I came to free you from the fate you deserved, you couldn't help but try and help me. And when you could have left after I freed you, you remained because you felt indebted. He is silent. Maybe. You know what's funny? At first, I don't know what the feeling was. I kind of slowly eats at you, you know? I mean, at first I thought it was a side effect of some enchantment that bound me to you. But after a couple of 100 years, it took you a long time, I realized it was more than that, something deeper. I just felt drawn, connected to you. It is the fate of the tormented. Maybe it's all your suffering, Chief, your torment. I don't know. Maybe I feel, responsible for whatever it is I did. What if something I did brought you to this state? Thing is, I don't think me, or whoever I was, really ever had to see the consequences of all the lying and cheating I'd done. And when I saw you for the first time, when I was trapped on the pillar somehow, I knew that you were the one I'd betrayed. Once. Long ago. That's all I know. Finally some truth out of you. Thank you for coming clean, Morty.
Updated my journal.
Ah, don't thank me. Morty sighs, and to your surprise, his voice seems stronger and more confident. Some of the cracks and fractures in his skull has vanished as healed. Oh. The thanks is all to you. I feel like I just had the plane move off my shoulders, so to speak. Wow, really?
What's up, Chief?
His armor class improved. Did his strength improve? He improved. He improved. I'm positive. Chaotic neutral. Lawful neutral. Chaotic good. Lawful neutral. Chaotic neutral. Lawful good. Right. Does Ignis have anything to say?
Yes.
Nothing. Just sorry. You don't know if the words meant anything to him. Well, we'll speak again later. Right. So. Blacksmith, houses, gate tavern, grain silo, and inner crust. I think we should start somewhere. Anywhere.
All right.
But that is going to be next time. Until then.